Lodgemore Bridge was always one of the more challenging elements of the canal restoration for us, because historically it was a swing bridge, but that means you've got to have the land available on either side to enable the bridge to swing. In this case, due to legal issues, we couldn't actually do that, so we had to find a way of not infringing on the historic footprint of the bridge. We also needed it to carry 30-ton vehicles to resupply the textile mill here.
No.
That's looking good up there.
In the sunshine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it now. We've got the traffic.
Then of course we've got the
barrier on now.
Yeah, which keeps getting scraped by mirrors.
The corner been taken off.
It's all good though, all good.
So this is where we'll probably put the cable, is it? If we get one from there to here.
That's right, just across this manhole here, and then into the channel to the console. Yeah, and then that'll go across there. That should all work very nicely. Yeah. How did you go about actually coming up with this concept?
So as you know, we had to deal with accommodating a 30-ton mobile crane for the mill use. Yes. Even though it was only once a year, it still had to be dealt with as an exceptional load. So that 30-ton weight, together with meant that the depth of the sections meant that we had a heavy bridge to accommodate that weight. Yeah. Together with the long length of the bridge, because of the skew, meant that then we had a relatively heavy deck. Now, the footprint problem that we talked about earlier, that gave us the issue of can we have a traditional 2 counterweight bridge? No, we couldn't. We had to do it all on 1 counterweight, which we did. But the challenge was, how much counterweight can we get in there in that single arm? And of course, what we all agreed we wanted to do was to achieve a manually operated bridge, which we did. But I think it's given us some challenges, but we always built in the option of being able to electrify this bridge.
Right.
My name's Rod Mace. We're with Stroud Valley Sub-Aqua Club. We've come to help the canal restoration team to recover some items from the canal today. The weather's pretty good, so we're ready to go.
With barge Samson and its hydraulic crane moored to the rebuilt wharf, this submerged dinghy is recovered for its owner. Ryford Swing Bridge was largely rebuilt in the 1980s by volunteers. Time and heavy boat traffic have dislodged and damaged some of the coping stones on the bridge pier, and a diving team are able to find and recover them safely.
Behind me you should be able to see the excavator which is digging away. It's removed the bund from the Bowbridge Pound just before Griffin Mill Lock. It has now allowed a net 2 supporting the dredger number 5, which some people call Augusta's Gloop, and 2 hoppers to come through the lock. That now means we can dredge in that direction up to the iron bridge towards Ham Mill. Was a technology teacher in a local school, Thomas Keeble, up until 2 years ago, and decided to get involved with the canal through operating first of all on the tug. In the last 6 months, been working on the Bowbridge Pound.
My name's John. I've been with Andrew's team since January, where I came across from the tug team and somehow, instead of pulling barges, ended up digging out the silt with Andrew and his band. So I've been here since we started at Bowbridge back in January, February, right through to when we broke through a couple of days ago. Various roles, digging, bow hauling, driving little tender boats, all sorts, all weathers, from nearly in the 30s to minus quite a few. So we've been through all winds and weathers since January, February.
Keep going.
The aim of today's exercise is to launch 2 vessels. Patricia, which is new to the canal, belongs to Stroud Valley Canal Company. It's a spud-legged dredger, and it's been worked on for the past several months down at the Western Depot of the Canal Trust to get it shipshape for launch today.
Patricia's an ex-British Waterways spud-leg dredger. It was originally built in 1965, refurbished in 1999. We took possession of her at the end of last year. Since then we've had her in the car park at the Eastington Depot, and we've done a major amount of work to it. We've had to renew all of the hydraulics on the spud legs, which took many weeks to actually get the pins out that hold it all together, because they were all corroded in. We've given it thorough painting to give it the nice SVCC colour scheme. We've fitted out the facilities cabin ready to give the people some comforts when they're dredging in the winter, and basically gone through and renewed everything that looked worn, tired, ugly. So, and here we are today, the day that we've launched it. We're all a little bit nervous to make sure it's going in properly, but everything seems okay at the moment.
So walking along the canal, I'm Suzanne on holiday today, and we've just seen the dredger, and it's a hot pink, which is fantastic because it's just like the canal itself, full of hot pink flowers the whole way along. It's very beautiful.
The guys are getting ready to launch the second vessel, which is a new tug, a second tug for the Trust. Again, it'll be in the purple livery of the Stroud Valley Canal Company, and that's named Margaret. That will supplement the existing tug Goliath in moving barges, mud hoppers around the entire canal.
I think this is absolutely fine. Hooray! It's a beautiful vessel, isn't it?
Oh, it's a neat little thing, yeah. Yeah,
Love it.
Generous donations and hours of volunteer work have enabled this powerful tug to join the fleet of maintenance and dredging craft. Docklock is the second in the 5-lock flight which raises the Stroud water from the Severn Vale. In the 1980s its infill was cleared and brick and stonework repaired. That work continues today.
I'm Dave Evans. The way this structure works is there's a wall halfway through the middle which is set at final water height, so the water cascades over that. The front here is designed to catch floating objects and stop it hitting the bank. And that's how it works basically. It's got a big concrete roof on it with some access fence in it and some chambers so you can access the back for future maintenance. There's two of these. Now it's all going to be taken out once the concrete's come out.
Girls want to come have a shovel for a bit?
I'm Emily, and I'm
Georgie.
Yeah, we've been working on the canal for our DOV residential for Gold Duke of Edinburgh, and it's been such a blast actually.
We didn't know what to expect when we came.
but we have been pleasantly surprised and we've learnt so many new skills.
Yeah, they let us loose on power saws and everything, and we've been doing cement, and what else did we get up to? Well, we started working on this weir for the canal, and when we started off, it was just sort of a concrete block with a couple of bricks
blocks on
yeah.
it. And now we've built it up, done all the carpentry formwork, and now this is our last day cementing the roof, and we're really proud to finish it off.
Yeah, and Dave, who has sort of been leading the group, said that he'd send a picture in November when I think they take off
all the formwork.
Yeah, and it'll be all done, and it's all been within a week. Really.
Yeah, it's really, really
quick.
rewarding.
Yeah, it was incredible actually.
Okay, we're going to go, please, smile. And they'll be everyone, and then they'll be...
I just wanted to use this opportunity to congratulate all those who I know have been involved for a long time in this effort, and hope and pray that they'll be able to complete the final part of the canal when it reaches the main canal.